Today we are honoring the power of softness, the quiet courage, that kind of courage that even when it's tender, and that is true. We don't need to be bold in order to be real. We get to be honest. And that is way more than enough. Buenos dias. Sorry, my other camera was on. Buenos dias. Today we're talking about soft strength and vamos a ver si let's see if the sharing is on. Oh well. There you go. Buenos dias. It is Friday for most of us here on July 18th, 2025. Gotta remember how to really read my slide on the year. There's been times if you've been with us, this is episode 258. Sometimes I set the wrong year. um are we ready? Are we ready? Thank you for joining. I hope that you're as excited as I am. Shall we start with the dad joke? Why did the car get a flat tire, people? Because there was a fork on the road. Oh my goodness. Check out that soft joke. Just kidding. Before we get started, we got some breathing. I got it in. It was yummy. But we also got other things to share, which is cafecito. Mm. Mm. Oh, the second cup of the day. See, yummy. Well, I'm back. I'm back to translating, people. I am back, and there's a reason for it, and I'm gonna be sharing it soon. Thanks for everyone who has been with us since last year, and we're gonna keep going, and we're going in our journey. This is the book that is still part of my um current season. Yeah, we're in a season of the artist way again. Second time also in the show, but can we talk about why most people think the strength has to be, well, why I thought, hey, let's stop pointing at other people. Um yeah, let's stop pointing at other people. Presence over certainty. And why do we even bring that up? Oh, sorry, guys. My, okay, there we go. There's so many times where, and I put it in a description, right? We think that power roars, right? The lion, oh, power, the king of the jungle. And we really don't give much props to that quiet, to the softness, to the femininity within all of us, men and women. And it's because we really we really think that we're in control, and that certainty is what gives us peace. Mm. And I want to share that in my journey, especially I will say in the last 2 years of moving here in Orlando. Mm. That presence, mm, that saying, I'm here I am, send me. Who can relate to that? To purpose, right? To why we're here, and when we're present, with God, when we're present with our creator, when we're present to the universe, whatever word you use, when we are present, it's when we really begin to unveil what our truth is and to be more even gentle with ourselves. Because I got to tell you, for I mean, I guess I've been called so many things, um, which it's not even coming to mind, but bold is certainly. And if you've been following my channel for the past 7 years since I got started, um, boldness and courage and risk is what basically dominated my space. And although I was trying to get myself into a more productive life to the full journey, I was still very harsh with myself. And it wasn't until Enlifted 2019, shout out to Mark England and Mike Bledsoe, that I met in Paleo Effects, that really has turned that journey around to being more conscious of what I say and the words that I use. So, presence over certainty, presencia sobre certeza, for my mommy and my tias who watch this or watch and or listen to this broadcast. So, and it's and I gotta say, because but today I'm just gonna share how I get present. I'm sure I've shared it before, but being present is when things do slow down. It's when reality hits, and so many of us are super busy, and we truly use busyness, strategy plan, to-do list, and all this to to avoid asking those real questions. But when we're present in the now, in the moment, and nothing else matters, then you're more aligned. That's what I've been learning. And so that's what I want to share really. Um and also, I know some people could show up with this in presence when we actually do stop. And then some people wake up to tragic things. And for some people, that I'm talking about me, right? Like the 2 a.m. hospital visit in 2014 that changed it all for me. And I resigned from the nonprofit world, made the decision never again would I come back to an environment that doesn't really encourage the slowing down. Nonprofit was to me Monday through Saturday, a lot of times Monday through Sunday kind of thing. But anyway, I digress. Sometimes it's that visit to the hospital. Sometimes is disaster. Sometimes it's death that makes us slow down and be present, whether in pain or in like the tenderness that I wrote, or rawness of which is very different than vulnerability. Shout out to Brene Brown. But you know, when it's really when we let go, right? When we're there. And I know that I'm totally guilty of not being present in my sadness. The word it's actually lament, lamentar. I had a really negative relationship with that word that didn't allow me to be sad, to lament, um, to be in that mess. So anyway, that is some of my discoveries I wanted to share with you guys. And then there's the practical for me that is always as important, and challenge of the weekend or the week, or whenever you have come to this space with me, is this question: where in your life are you being invited to create with compassion instead of pressure? And whoo, question could be overwhelming, and allow me to tender that question or soften that question with a practical word that has helped me in the past 3 years. And that word is get to. When we should all over ourselves, pressure comes in the chest and in the shoulder. Go ahead, try it. I should. I have to. I need to. Well, I'm already like tingling in like uncomfortableness when I say that. How about just whatever word you use often? I don't know if you're a shoulder or a needer or a have to. Whatever you ask your bestie, ask your spouse, ask your children, hey, what do you hear mommy say more often? Should, have to, or need to? Oh, then mom. Especially when you tell me I need to go clean my room. But yeah, come on, go first. Be vulnerable. Ask the first question. And let's see what they tell you. And then whatever that word is, the challenge of the week. I mean, you could go ahead and answer the question, but I'm just saying to soften this intriguing reflection for the weekend. How about you say, where do in my life I get to be more compassionate, or to, you know, what do I get to do? And just every time you hear yourself, or you can tell your kid that you'll give them $1 for every time you say the word have to, and switch it to get to, and see what happens. What happens to that feeling, to your body, when you switch that? And that's what I got for practicals. For me, one of the things that I will say out of the three will be have to. That's certainly something I say. I'm sure you go back into my previous videos and you could say, "Hey, you owe me $1 for saying." Just kidding. I'm not. Hey, listen. For the record, I was just kidding, for entertainment purposes only. Anyway, guys, that's what I have. Um, and here's another one too. As we create more compassion, it's in those sweet moments of journaling, perhaps singing, resting. What? I just used the R word. Resting, breathing more. Just rest a little more, sleep a little more, breathe deeper, just a little more. And that's where I'm going to leave you guys, and doing just that with you. Would you join me? Would you join me today in some deep breathing? Remember, when you inhale, belly expands. And when you exhale, belly contracts. Yummy, yummy as coffee is. I mean, coffee makes me really happy. Doesn't soothe me, but it makes me wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle of happiness. But breathing more deeply certainly calms me and brings me here to this moment and why I show up every Monday and Friday for you, for me, for us. Welcome to a Rise and Shine broadcast, a community where you are seen, supported, and ready to rise. Enjoy your Saturday and your Sunday. I will see you el lunes. Take care. Mwah.